What is good, y'all? Fast here with another video. Happy Monday. Obviously, y'all know we do Skip and Shannon every Monday here. We can watch just a little bit of this segment, just see what they got to say about the quick thoughts about the Lakers winning on Saturday, and then we're going to see what they got to say about the Curry 50-point game. Hey, man. First round is all over. Second round is here. We'll be reacting to the games later. Reacting to the games yesterday. So yeah, we'll watch like 2-3 minutes of this, see what they got to say real quick, and then watch a bit of the Warriors 50 points game 7.
No excuse.
Shannon here.
And I know if
Tough.
you take that literally.
Yeah, I'll take it literally. You heard what I said. A grizzly. You know
Yeah.
what a grizzly is?
I know.
Standing on the hind legs about 9 feet tall.
Do
Bigger than LeBron.
Weigh 15 pounds. Well, 1,500 pounds.
And they do.
Claws about 5 inches. Who cares?
And by the way, they can run too.
He can outrun GOAT.
Yeah.
Well, I guess literally Dylan Brooks thought he was a grizzly. I guess literally.
I'll buy that.
Skip, look, LeBron didn't respond to Dylan Brooks. Look, Dylan Brooks got what he wanted. He said what he said because he doesn't have the game to match what he said, his rhetoric.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he said he's old. He got more clicks, more mentions. He was on every station. Everybody was talking about it than he ever got for his game. Skip, the man averaged 10 points.
Yeah.
For being such a great defender, he averaged 10 points, 3 rebounds,
defender.
1 assist. No block.
No, you can't go LeBron. He's an alright defender.
Game
All right.
for the defender. And people out here talking about he competing. How? Against who?
That's what he said.
He competed. No, there was other. I like guys that compete against LeBron because LeBron, you know, people make it easy on LeBron because he buddy. Dylan Brooks competing with himself.
Agreed.
That's who he competing with. He ain't competing with LeBron. He's trying to make a name for himself by talking. Okay, if you talk, Skip, at some point in time, your game gonna have to back up that.
You talk, you gotta walk the talk.
And it didn't even come close.
No.
Now, after game 2, he won. He chirping. Whop, pop, pop. Game 3, they lose. Quiet in the church mouse. Game 4,
Ducked. Yeah.
ain't say a word.
Nope.
Game 5, he had a little bit of say. Game 6,
Nothing.
out like a scout on a new route again.
Fine.
So I'm trying to figure out now. If y'all want the man to compete, competing also you compete on the court, but win, lose, or draw, you go to the microphone after the game, you give them credit, or you say this is what we did really well. We were able to do this, X, Y, and Z.
He didn't want the question. He didn't want the question. The reporters would have went in.
Now, by him ducking the media. Skip, look. And Taylor Jenkins said, you know, I think it was the GM said that, you know, we had a lot of self-created problems. You did.
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks was the least of your problems. Now, if y'all want to pin that on Dylan Brooks, but you had some issues going on that preceded Dylan Brooks opening his mouth. Now, you probably want to address that. That Josh says, hey, I'm going to do a better job.
Biggest shot guy in the whole world.
He says that.
A popular player in the NBA.
Own his part of it.
Good job, but
what choices did he have in the matter?
Well, he could have just
let me ask you a question. Had he won, had they won this series, is John mentioned anything about he needs to change his behavior?
Obviously not.
Exactly. So all this other stuff.
not fine in the West.
No.
He's not fine in the West.
Brooks, bro, come on, bro. I believe you can compete without being disrespectful. But I tell you what, if you talk it, you better be able to walk it.
He's old.
And his game was never
that was funny. He's just funny, bro. Like, he's genuinely funny. Like,
back up what he said.
he is funny as shit.
Gary Payton. Okay, Larry Bird. Kobe, whatever they said on the court, or Jordan, or whomever, they got game that can back it up. But when you just chirping and you don't have the game,
Dennis Rodman had a game. Big game.
Damn.
Go ahead.
He has no game. Brooks got no game. I think that's what he realized, that he doesn't have game. I mean, he thought he was Draymond, because Draymond doesn't have game either, but Draymond got better defense.
They beat you so bad, LeBron and AD say, hey, D, we taking the rest of the night off.
Alright, I don't really care what I say about it, to be honest. Let's go watch the Warriors. Let's go watch this. Not gonna watch this whole thing, obviously, but...
Because I remember somebody was touting about how somebody scored 48 in the game 7 in an OT. He didn't need OT. Remember the total?
KD. Yeah.
Dominique got 47. In those two performances, they came up on the short end of the stick. Now, here's what made it so impressive. Andrew Wiggins was the next highest scorer. He had 17 points on 5 of 16.
No one else went
6
crazy.
of 10 from the free throw
No one
line.
else went crazy.
Okay, how about the other Splash brother? He was 4 of 19, 2 of 10. And the Warriors got 18 points from their bench. So every point that they needed from Steph. He had never ever shot the ball this
I don't know, because
the
like
ball game.
Now that's an interesting stat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
But they needed all of it, and he scored 50 points, and it was beyond 50%, and it was some of the greatest. And the shots he was making were just ridiculous. That no one else in the league can make. Skip's about to hate, ain't he? Skip's about to hate. Ah, like the fuck. Skip's about to hate. Ah, the fuck.
We've got to give the
credit
that he's due. And I understand.
Give him credit. He's top 10 player of all time, bro. Stop.
But what Steph did yesterday,
Best player in the league right now.
Whatever
and I've been saying Giannis all the time.
You want to heap is more.
This Lakers series gonna be lit.
Because yesterday was a virtuoso for Steph Curry. Because you have said so many times in moments like this, he's come up small. Game 7.
I know.
Against in the 2016 finals. Where was Steph?
I know.
Well, where was he? Can you help me?
No.
That was the one time that he wasn't there, and he was still there. He was still there.
What he can do in this game 7.
Yeah.
Oh, how about 8 rebounds? Could I interest you in that for a 6-3 guard?
Good.
What about 6 assists and 1 turnover?
It was very good.
Yeah.
That might be the best stat on his line is the 1 for 1 turnover. Handling the ball as much.
But he doesn't get turnovers. What are you talking about, Skip?
Is sensational.
The fuck are you talking about? He doesn't turn the ball over.
10 points on 4 of 6. Second quarter, 10 points, 4 of 9. Third quarter, 14, 5 of 12. Fourth quarter, 16 points, 7 of 11. So, I don't really know what else he could have done.
But I was saying though,
why wasn't it close?
They were saying Jimmy Butler or Curry's performance. I think Jimmy needed all 56. I think if Curry scored 45, they still would have won.
No, you keep saying the game.
So it's hard. So I'll give them a slight edge to Jimmy.
I need you to tell the story in its entirety.
Yes, I will. I'm about to when you give me the floor.
Go. Give him the floor,
He
Shannon.
had 30 points in the second half. That's why the game wasn't close. Because every time they tried to do something,
bro, how's you going? Skip is a hater.
Andrew Wiggins had played great up until this game, game 7.
Wiggins has been good, man.
Clay was playing good up until this game, game 7. Steph had to do what he had to do in order for them to win this ball.
Do what he had to do.
They was 43 of 100. Steph Curry was 20 of 38.
Okay.
If Steph Curry doesn't do this, they're going home. He did this on the road, not at his home. He did this in a hostile environment.
He did.
We understand that Sacramento is a very, very good team, especially at home. And he went in there and did a demolition job on the third seed at home, hostile environment, and they're a good team.
Let's see what Scott say that. If he's hating too much, I'm just going to turn it on.
He did that.
He did that.
Virtuoso.
Who was the second All-Star of theirs?
Fox.
Huh? Second All-Star.
Sabonis?
Oh, thank you. Did he look like an All-Star in this series?
Big Loon gave him that work.
Hey, Looney's the most underrated player in the league, bro.
It is now my turn.
Oh, no.
And I would like to preface everything I say by, I think I first guessed Stephen Curry a long, long time ago because I can go.
You did, and then you hate on him, so how does that even make sense?
And his draft.
Pick one, bro.
I was on the other
Pick a side.
And I cannot tell you how many days I came to work and sat in this side, not against you, but against this expert and that NBA expert and that analyst and that expert and that one and that one, and they just lined them up. And they all came in and they said, give it up, man. Blake Griffin is the pick, the number 1 overall. He's going to change basketball. He can jump out of the gym at 6 feet, 10 inches tall. Never seen anything like him. I said, I saw every dribble he took at the University of Oklahoma. He can't shoot past 1 feet. He can't shoot from more than 2 feet from the rim. And everybody said, no, it's Blake Griffin. I said, no, it's the little guy at Davidson. Go look it up. I dare anybody to go find it on YouTube.
And but your point is neglected because you don't even like him now.
I said, no. You got to watch. He has not a good handle. He's got a great handle. And what I loved about his virtuoso performance.
Number 1 shooter ever. Number 1 mover at the basketball ever. One of the most underrated getting to the basket ever.
It was his handle.
Underrated defense at this point. He plays pretty fucking good defense.
Washington Generals, like they're just set decoration out there. They're just at a loss because they can't.
He looked like Curly Neal.
He did. They can't keep him from the rim. It's not from 30 feet. It's from no feet.
Just said that.
That's where he destroyed them in the fourth quarter after they basically just waved the flag and said, we give up. You are too good. So for the record, I first guessed Steph. I love Steph. But he does have a history of coming up even smaller than he is in fourth quarters in big games. Yesterday was not one of those games because the fourth quarter was not required. Because what did we see in the third quarter? Because the game was lost by the home team in the third quarter. If I could bring you to Here's my third quarter stats sheet. What do we see in here? We see that, wait a second. Is it possible in the third quarter that Golden State got 13 offensive rebounds? Is that possible?
Yeah.
So check on this. And would you believe that's the second most in any playoff game since 19?
Comment. All right, man. We're going to end it off here, bro. Let me know who you got, Lakers or Warriors. Give us a hater. Appreciate y'all.